Hi, I'm Mr. Siseko from MS Access Master on Facebook. Today I'm going to introduce a new menu design. The first version we introduced was based on a tab control. If you go to from design and we go to tab control, is this kind of tab we use to display each form or each menu content. But this time we are not going to use any tab control, and you see that the file is very fast to open. If you have any sub element like the cells here as 3 sub element, you can click on the sub element. It will show we can get up to 5 sub elements of this cells model. If you click item, we have 2 sub form which can be displayed as needed, and then here in the middle we display the main form linked to the menu item. So how to build something like this, how to build this kind of menu. Here is a frame. If you go to design view, you will see that we just create a frame, right? The frame is here, the button on the left side, the frame, one frame in the middle, another frame on the right side. So we have those 5 buttons on the right. So how to create something like this? I go to a new file here, then I create the table which contain all my data. So let me copy the table quickly. I go to design view of the table, I copy the field I need, then I go to my new file, I create a table, design, then I copy here. Okay, then I give the name. Be careful, the name in my code is based on this name, menu data table. So if you change the name of the table, be sure the code you copy from the file, from the example file, is also modified to the table name you want. Okay, so I named the table menu data table. Okay, so we give a name menu data table. Okay, yes, then we close the table. So we have our menu data table with 4 fields. Okay, let me explain a little bit this table. We will put here the form name to open, which form we want to open on which button. Okay, here is the menu on the side here. Let me close. Okay, show you here the menu on the side here. We assume that this one is a menu ID 1, ID 2, ID 3 because the name convention, let me show you the name, as you see, is M1. The name is M1 to a number of M we want, number of button we can put on the left side. So this is 1, 2, 3. So in our table also, each menu, if the menu has 5 elements, so all those 5 elements will have a menu ID 1111. You will see the example later. Okay, so don't panic about that. Button caption str, that means which name you want to put on the button displaying here. Let me show you the example. If I click here, you see each menu, each sub element button has a name, so you don't need to make a serial number. No, you can put any name you want. The name will be read from this caption here and pass into the button. Example here, you see the name is here, the name of the button. The caption of the button change according to the data we put in the table. As you see, the item menu has 2 sub menu, 2 sub element. The cells menu, let me show you the cells menu. Click here, you see have 3 sub elements. So they are here 3 sub elements. because the position is 2. Sales is second position, so the ID is 2. Here the menu ID is 2, so the caption is here. You can put any name you want, not a serial number or like sub 1, sub 2. Now you can put any name you want. Here also you can put any name you want. You don't need to put 1, 2, 3 on the right side of the name. No, you don't need anything like that. Okay, so you can put any name on the form, any form name, any name on the caption of the button. That you just simply put the menu ID, which menu should show your sub element. Is the menu 2, this is the menu 1. So the other menu here, they have no sub element. If you click supplier, supplier has no sub element at all. Just bring the form supplier here to the middle frame. Okay, so you understand, I think, the basic of the system. So we have created a table. Then now we create the menu, the form itself. So I give the name create, I said main F. Okay, so if you like to be faster, you can copy everything here and paste there, but now I want to show you how we design the form to fill all the screen. As you see, if you click, it will fill all the screen, and the right one, the right frame go to the right side. Okay, so like this, see, if you click, it is totally on the right side, but in the design view it is not totally on the right side. So how to make it fully screen? So let's say I make it a little bit larger, okay, like that, and then my left menu button, I can create the button here, I cancel, thank you. Then I copy and Control V to paste a number of button I want. Okay, now I create the frame. The frame is only a subform as a frame. So you say cancel, delete this label here, then I place the frame here. Okay, I place the frame, right? Okay, then I give the name to the frame. Name, I say frame 1. Okay, you can put any name, but be careful, the code we are going to provide is coded as a frame 1. If you change frame 1 here, go to the code, change any frame 1 name you find there. Okay, so I just simply copy and V, sorry, and then I put it here on the left side. Let's make it smaller to fill. Okay, sorry. Okay, the right, and okay, so we give the name also frame 2. You don't want child, frame 2. Okay, so if I display now, save, display now, you see that the frame doesn't go to the right side. Okay, it needs to be here. So I will say I click the frame, okay, and then I go to range, and then encoding, and then I say top right stretch down. Okay, top right. This also I go to range and stretch down across in the middle. So the second one is this, the middle one is this one. Okay, so I show it. Okay. As you see, it makes this the middle one bigger, but this one will not increase size until we remove the stretch across of this one to the middle one, and then the right one will be stretched larger. Okay, so but I need it like this exactly. Okay, so we can remove the border letter. Okay, so the button also, I will create 5 buttons on the top. 5 buttons, thank you. Okay, here I need to make my menu a little bit larger to fit 5 buttons. Okay, C V, I put it here, and then V V V R. So see that it is faster. Okay, so save. You see that the menu also, they come to the middle. I want them to be on the top of this second frame here. I will do the same parameter of the arrangement. Go to encoding, and then we say top right. Okay, top right. Okay, and you see that they also go to the top right of any screen. Simple, right? Clear and easy. Okay, so the next step, we are going to create the button, the code, I mean, for the button. But before we create the code, let's create the form to display on each frame on each menu. Okay, so I'm giving the name of each button. I say this one is M1. Okay, again, you can change M1 to X1 if you want, but in the code, be careful, it should be also X1 there if you change to X1. So here M2 is a little bit slower to name the button, so you need to follow the serial number of the name. That is very important. This is BM5, because if you miss one number, it will be a problem. You need to, okay, so the example is too large, I think. M7, I think, no, M8. Okay, so M9, M10, and then M11. Here M12. Okay, great. So here also I have to put a name. The name on the sub element, I think we name it B. Okay, B1, B2, B3. Okay, so I say B1 here, B1, and then I type B2, B3. This naming convention also is important. You need to follow the serial number before B5. Okay, so everything is named 1 to 12 here, and then 1 to 5 the button. The caption, okay, you can remove if you like. That's mine. Mine, remove it. Okay, remove any caption. Okay, so you can format a little bit if you like from design. Format, kick style. We keep this one, and then we change a little bit the color to match something lighter, and then we put okay, border style of this one. It's okay. Okay, now here also we format a little bit. We put the color, the text should be white, and then the border color is be whiting, and then the back color of the main form, the back color, we choose color, I think is this one. So we see that our form is almost look like the example we saw here. Okay, so now that we have named all the button, the however color, I forgot to show you that how to make however color. So I select all of them, I come to format, however color. Here is yellow if you like. However for color, the for color, however for color here, sorry, I want to see black one. So show, see, it change while the mouse over. Okay, this one also, if you like, you can put it the however color too, like this. Caption, however color. This time we choose one, and then however color we select however color we say black. Okay, we see that we have however color with the form we want to display on the middle. So we don't want to take time to create those forms. I simply copy the form from here. Okay, so I close the menu, close the table, close the default page. So I copy all of them. Okay, I remove the main menu we create, then I copy. It came to my form and pass it to here. Okay, the name should be the same. Okay, so menu was removed. Okay, now let's say I want to display each menu on a button. Okay, so we need to create the menu data. Okay, you have how many forms for those buttons. If the button has no form to display, you just go to the default page, which is this one, default page, welcome. Okay, so in the table I said the form name to display on the first item. Okay, the form name to display is the element, like this. Rename, copy the name. Okay, and this one, element 2. So the menu ID is item is 1. Here the first one is 1. Okay, so the button to display, donc I say sub element 1 button. Okay, so here I display the second one, this form. Okay, here I say it's belong to the menu one, to the menu item. I said any name on this. Okay, so for the cells I have cell sub element 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I copy this one also, rename, copy. Okay, so I pass it to here, and then it belongs to the second position. Okay, so I say 2, and then I say cells sub 1. Okay, so we want to open this one also, the second element of the cells. We copy, paste there. We say it belongs to the menu 2 again. Okay, so I say here cells sub 2, and then the cell sub 3 I put here also, cell sub 3 according to the name of the form. Okay, you don't need to put any 1, 2, 3 on the right side. Again, no, we can put any name. Okay, so it belongs to menu 2, and then we say the cells sub 3, any. Okay, any name. Yeah, so it's okay. So the supplier don't have a sub element, like supplier don't have sub element. Okay, anything. So if we go to designer view, we said we name this one item if you like. We say this one is a cells, and then we say this one is supplier. Okay, and then finish. The other one can have any name you want. Can put anything you want. Okay, so we have the menu, the main menu item, sales item. If I show in the view, I click, there is nothing. Okay, see everything here. So now we need to create 5 elements, 5 text box. I will just copy from here, 5 text box from here. Those 5 text box, we need them to display the value on the table, because we don't want to use record set, because many people think the record set is very complicated. So we make something easy as possible with the simple DLOOKUP function. We are going to retrieve all the data on the table, any size you want, without using any record set. So I passed those text box here. They are also named as T1, text box 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, they have the name. Okay, fully. This one we take the form name here and display and open the form into the frame 2. This one also we take the name here and display the form into the frame 2 example. Okay, so we go to our code source. Okay, this menu here, I go to the menu, I go to this button if you like to reach the code. So I go to the top. You see we created a function, okay, the show sub menu element. So we just copy this function. You can read, we put any comment, we put all the comment, I mean, to any line of the code to see this line is doing what, this line is doing what. So you can see it's very simple. There is no record set, but a simple loop to retrieve the data from the table. So we copy everything from our example file, copy everything, okay, and we come here, copy everything. We go to the code if you like, database tool, Visual Basic, and then menu design. It's not creating. Okay, let's nothing is created, you know. So say this one. Okay, create now. Remove this one. So we simply copy. You see there is no much code, but the main function is this one. We simply clear, you see, all the button and the text box. With the frame, we empty the frame. The caption, we put active control name, and simple, very simple. Just read for 5 minutes, you can understand everything. Okay, so now we want to put the code behind this one. Behind this one there is no code. I will remove it to code. I can copy the function. Okay, it is here. I copy the function name, copy, and then I say M1, and then it is here already. Okay, it is called, yeah, call this menu, this function. See, okay, M1 is called. M1 is calling, is calling the sub element here. Frame 1 source object is item F. Is it clear? M2 also, if you like. Okay, but there is another way to call it, because I just show this example to make sure that you can call another code after showing the sub element. Okay, but the second way is to select all of them, like this one. Select all of them and then come to the click equal and pass the function name here. That's it. So you can see that everything will work fine as we want. See, show, but it is not showing the sub element here. Okay, so why it is not showing the sub element? We see because our data here, let me close and open. Okay, so let's say we click on this button. If there is error, we can see the error. The error was this one is not displaying because the LB0 was not created. I created a label here to show the caption of each button clicked into that label. Okay, so let's try now. We have item, we click, we have item, the item F here display in the middle frame. Okay, and then the button here, they show up. So let's click the button to see if we can. Let me show you the form name on those text box. Let's make those text box visible true, visible true, save. Okay, see, the text is white. Let's say the text is black. Okay, so let's click here. Try to click to hide. You know, don't forget to put this one here, all of them. Okay, to arrangement to the top right side. Okay, so don't forget to put them top right side, otherwise they will go behind the frame one. Okay, so let's see. Click item, have two, the two subform name has been filled, the cells here, the three subform name has been filled as the top button here. So if I click, I want them to take this subform name and fill the subform here, the second frame too. So let's try to see the code behind. The code behind is simple. Trigger sub element command is this one. Just copy all, just one line of code. Okay, so it's very simple. Select all of them, and then go to event, click, then equal, and paste it here, the function name here. That's it. So if we click on sub element, they have three, to show the element. Very simple. So now we can make all of them visible false, the text box, not the button. Even the button, if you like, the button, the text box, we make all of them visible false. Okay, that's the best way. Then here the frame also, we remove the border color to transparent. This frame also transparent border color. Okay, that is different from the main form background color. So we can simply go to this main form back color is this one. So we see this element, the back color of this one is 808080 three times. Select that one, close this. I come to the main form, I put the same code here, 803 times. This one also, the back color, the visibility, sorry, the visibility, and this one to false. Okay, the visibility must be false too. So if I click, it will be show the code. I put the code here, one line two. See, from two visible true, here the from one visible true. Okay, make the from two visible false. So if you click, see, they will see show all the item. So very simple menu and very fast. If you don't have, if the menu doesn't have any sub element or any page linked to it, will go to the welcome form, which is the default page. That's the point. So if you don't understand the video, you can just simply watch again the video and watch carefully those two functions. There are only two functions. Let's see, the first function here is very short. All is full of the lookup function to your table. Okay, the second one is this one, just one line of code. All this is just an example of that button. You can remove if you like. command 6 button. There is nothing linked to that. So you see those 3 buttons, and the one here, they don't have code behind. I just simply copy the function to all of them on the sub side here. So they will simply call the default page. That's the end of the video.